Guys, what's up and welcome to my channel. Hi, my name is Tia. I am so excited that you're here with me today, and we are going to be doing a little Q&A so you guys can get to know me a little bit better, get on more of a personal level with each other, and just get to know each other. Alright, so the first question I got was, where was I when the whole pandemic went down and the whole world went to poop emoji, and like, what are my thoughts on the current situation and future situations of the world? I don't know. Does anyone know? I would like to have an opinion, but at the same time, I feel like I'm so confused about everything. One of the other questions I got was, what do I do for a living? And I'm a massage therapist, so for about 2.5 to 3 months I wasn't working, and that was the longest time I'd ever taken off from massaging. So it was kind of weird having all of that time off, but it was really nice at the same time because I got to spend it with my cats. I had just gotten home from Canada, so pretty much I get home from Canada, I worked like a day or two, and then it was just sadly nothing, and I was okay with it because I did think that it's better to be safe, and I was okay protecting my clients, but it is really hard now, especially after everything. A lot of my clients are still very unsure about things, especially with everything in the media, so it's really hard to know what to believe and who to trust with the whole world situation right now. I will say, most of the time I wish I lived in Canada. I'm half Canadian and half American, and I have dual citizenship, so I live back and forth quite a bit. I've been living in the States though for a majority of the time, and so it's like I love it here, but at the same time, with just everything going on, I was at home when everything went to crap, and then I stayed home. I started this after the pandemic because work was a lot slower. Nice to just have that time to start doing something I'd wanted to do for a while, which was be more creative and explore new things. So that's kind of how I got into the whole metal music too, was after the pandemic and everything. I realized I'd kind of stopped listening to music, and I think I had just lost an interest in the music that I had been listening to. My favorite all time, I used to listen to a lot of different types of music, but then as soon as I found Lana Del Rey, I feel like for the past 8 years of my life, all I've listened to is Born to Die in Paradise. Like, those albums were kind of like staples of just who I am. I had just gotten sick though of just like the monotony of what was my music, because I'd listened to it for so long and I wasn't finding new music I liked. So, and Lana had kind of disappointed me with some of her newer stuff, so I was really excited to look into metal music, and I'd heard it here and there from my boyfriend, but to me it was always just like loud and I didn't really enjoy it because it all sounded the same to me. But I knew that it was because I wasn't really listening. Like, I was hearing it, but I wasn't listening. So I wanted to take the time to sit down and really listen to the music and see if it was something I was interested in. And it was. So, not all of it, but I definitely have found so many new bands, and I've even been able to show him some of the new bands that I found that you guys have recommended. So that was a lot of fun. So yeah, I guess that's kind of how that all happened. It was kind of a rant, but maybe that made sense. But yeah, so that's kind of I guess the current situation on everything. My feelings on it is I'm extremely homesick. I wish I could go home, but my family has chosen not to travel until Christmas, and then we'll reevaluate at Christmas whether it's a good idea for me to travel home again. They live out on an island where they are very safe and secluded away from everything, so I'm trying to keep my parents as safe and secluded as possible away from the world. So hope everyone is doing okay and that you guys are all safe and healthy as well. So yeah, I hope we're all doing okay, guys. Another question I got, how many degrees, licenses, diplomas do you have? Well, I just have my bachelor's in health and exercise science, my associate's in therapeutic massage. I have a year of culinary school under my belt, but I didn't finish the program, and I would do anything to go back to culinary school. That was so much fun. I loved it. I love cooking and just being in the kitchen and baking. Love. And so, and then I also have some yoga certificates. I taught yoga. I took a few years off after high school. I graduated when I was 17, and I didn't go back to college until I was 21. So I took a few years off and I just taught yoga during that time, which such a good time of my life. Interned for a CrossFit gym for a little while, which that was an interesting experience. We can talk about it sometime if you guys want to. What got me interested in health and exercise sciences and in yoga and everything is I went through a 130-pound weight loss when I was 17 to 19. I had been overweight as a kid my whole entire life, and so going through this weight loss was something that was really inspiring for me and something that I felt like I needed to learn more about the body. And after that, it just kind of turned into an obsession. I loved everything that I was learning about the body, so like muscles and all that, which led me to massage therapy. But yeah, so I just love everything about the body. Another question, do I read any novels, and if so, what genre/books? My favorite genre is probably adult fantasy or anything that is like fiction. I'm not a big fan of nonfiction, just because I tend to get bored with real life. So when I dive into a book, I like it to take me somewhere, which I definitely recommend The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. And any, Game of Thrones books, those are all, oh my gosh, so good. I like the books way more than the show. Although the show is good, the books are just a whole nother world. And then there's also a book, A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. It's a 3-book series. The middle book is, but the first and the third one make up for it. And then there's also I'll have to look it up. There's another one, it's based on like assassins and stuff. So I like anything that has to do with kind of that fantasy world, where they pull from, history and magic and just whatever the people can come up with. And so I absolutely love books. I love reading. If anyone has any book suggestions for me, leave them down below because I am a sucker for a good book. All right, the next question we have here, favorite food. Anything I can eat. I'm allergic to soy, gluten, nuts, a lot of berries, a lot of stuff, so I don't really have a favorite food anymore. I would probably say sweet potato fries. Next thing, favorite way to spend my morning. My favorite way to spend my morning is I make a cup of coffee. I usually do a workout or a walk or yoga, some sort of body movement first thing. It just wakes me up right away in the morning. And then I really like to spend time meditating and doing a little crystal Reiki on myself, just to get myself in a proper mode for the day. It helps keep me more level, it gives me more energy. So I like to start off with that, and then if I have time to take a bath, I love soaking in a nice bath, or I'll take a shower and just get ready for my day. But I really like to have about an hour where I just don't even touch technology. I just spend time with myself, work out, get to know my body again that day, and then yeah, it puts me in such a good mood for the rest of my day. And I take my cats outside every morning. They love it and it makes me so happy. I'll include some footage here because they are literally the lights of my life. I have 4 cats. I used to have 5. She ended up having what they call fate, which is, I'm gonna screw up the wording here, but it was a aortic thrombosis embolism. Pretty much a clot had broken off and traveled through her aortic artery, and right before it splits off into the 2 bottom legs, it had gotten stuck, and unfortunately they weren't able to do anything for her. So I did lose a cat, and that happened right before the pandemic hit. My boyfriend got me Ramby, which is my gray cat. We rescued him in May, so it kind of gave me a new life again, and I absolutely love my cats and I would give anything for them. So My favorite place to go right now, it's home. I really like going for walks. I'm a sucker for a walk. I love it. I love morning walks or evening walks. I'm not a big fan of heat, so I try to avoid midday. But yeah, okay, yeah, we can't really go anywhere right now, so I don't really have a favorite place. I really like going to natural grocers or like Whole Foods, any like natural foods market. Video games. I want to play video games. If anyone wants me to start a Twitch and start streaming, I would love to. I don't play well though. I really enjoy playing. I don't play well, but I could play well if I practice more. So if anyone's interested, you know, maybe we could do that in the future, get into gaming. Why not, right? I really enjoyed playing League for a little bit. I was a huge Misfortune player. I love any Assassin's Creed game, any Mario game. I really like the Paper Mario games, and I am a sucker for Animal Crossing, like a sucker. And I've been playing D&D for a few years now, which isn't a video game, but since the pandemic, I've been playing online a lot, so it kind of feels like a video game because I move my little character around and, you know, we have the headsets and everything and we just use Discord. So yeah, it kind of feels like a video game. It's not really, but you know. And yeah, so do I play video games? Yes. Am I good at them? No. Do I want to play them more? Yes. So yeah, I hope this answers your questions. We're gonna do one more, and I got a question about my tattoos. I've actually had a lot of questions about my tattoos. So most of them, like this arm here, this was mostly all done by, ooh, being on camera is hard. I'm just gonna turn like this. What is this? It's a new dance move. Just kidding. But yeah, so, and this one is probably the most meaningful tattoo I have because I got it with my mom. I already had tattoos and my family was so against tattoos for the longest time, so I was shocked when my mom told me she wanted to go get one with me. So I let her pick it out and everything. So it means a lot to me too because I had a grandma pass away when I was younger, and this was a song that had always, or a Bible verse and a song that had always kind of correlated with that moment. So it's kind of hard to show. The shading here kind of got a little too close, which I was kind of upset about, but I was like, oh, you can't really do anything about it now. But it's right here, and just be still. But even with my yoga background and just everything, I think it's such a good reminder just to be still and be present in the moment. And it's just like a constant reminder of my family and my beliefs and what I think is important in life. And I have a little heart here I got with my best friend when we were 18. But my favorite tattoo is one that you guys never see because it's back here. And I don't know if you guys, no one asked me about TV shows, but Altered Carbon was my favorite TV show I had seen in so long. So what do? I went and got the Arubadors, I can't even say it. I'm just gonna call it a dragon. I got the dragon that represents immortality. But yeah, so that's my favorite tattoo right there. And then I got a dagger in it with a D20. So pretty much the Ouroboros represents like immortality, and then the dagger for me represents life or death. And then I put a D20 in there, and if you play D&D you know, but if you don't, it pretty much decides whether you succeed or fail. So if you roll a 20, you succeed. If you roll a 1, probably gonna die. So not always, but pretty much I got that in the hilt of the dagger to represent our chances in life and just life and death and immortality. So yeah, that's that tattoo. That one's my favorite. I love it. And she did such a good job on it that I just died. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for joining me today for this Q&A. I hope you guys learned a little bit more about me. If there's anything else you guys would like to know or for me to speak more on, feel free to comment down below. I would love to hear what you guys would like to see from me. Yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, stay healthy. I hope you guys are all having an amazing week, and until next time, bye guys! Down with a baby eyes, matter how I hate those skies. This is what makes us stars. We all reach for heaven and we will not find. Die for us. This is what makes us close. We won't stick together cause we put love first. Don't cry about him, don't cry about him. It's not gonna